Now, Oriental Kopi is set to debut on the ACE market of Bursa Malaysia tomorrow. If you've seen those long queues outside its outlets, you know how popular they are. But will that hype spill over to the stock market? Faye Kwan, our correspondent, joins me now. So Faye, what can you tell me? There's been a buzz a lot about this IPO and its listing on the ACE market. What's the big deal? What's all this hype about?
Well, for starters, Oriental Kopi is a popular chain, and the fact that it's only been around for 4 years is what really makes its growth so impressive, Hafiz. They've already expanded to 20 outlets in Malaysia and 1 in Singapore, and now they're going public. So just for a bit of background, the company was founded in 2020 by the Chan family. So that's Datuk Kelvin Chan, his sister Kelly, and her husband Sean Quay. Viewers might be most familiar with their cafes for the egg tarts, its coffees, and other local favorites that they serve. They've also diversified into packaged food products, which are available in their outlets, supermarkets, and online. So it really comes as no surprise that their IPO has already been oversubscribed by 60 times as of last week, and that's putting applications worth 1.6 billion ringgit, ahead of its listing tomorrow.
So why are companies like Oriental Kopi is choosing to list on the ACE market instead of the main market? Maybe you could share.
Right. So the ACE market is essentially designed for newer companies that don't necessarily have an established track record. On the other hand, the main market is where the big players are listed. So Sunway, property developer Gamuda, Sime Darby. So in comparison, the ACE market may seem like a smaller platform, but investors are drawn to it because of the high growth potential. And if we're looking at Oriental Kopi's financials, for example, it really reflects the kind of potential that we're talking about here. So just very quickly, over the past few years, their revenue has jumped significantly with an annual growth of nearly 300%. They've also turned things around from a loss of 500,000 ringgit in 2021 to a net profit of 43.1 million ringgit in the financial year of 2024. Most of their earnings come from their cafes and the rest from their packaged foods.
Well, those are clearly impressive numbers. So what can we expect from the listing tomorrow?
Well, firstly, there's hype because it has been a while since a F&B food chain has gone public. If you remember back in 2011, Old Town Kopitiam went public.
It seemed eons ago.
Yeah, it was a favorite a decade ago. So they went public in 2011 and then it was delisted just 7 years later after a buyout. Here's what we know about Oriental Kopi's IPO ahead of its listing. They aim to raise 184 million ringgit, but as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of strong investor demand. So retail interest is nearly 9 times the money that it's currently looking to raise. Shares are priced at 44 cents, giving them an expected market capitalization upon listing of 880 million ringgit. Now these proceeds, if we see here in the pie chart, it's going to fund their plans for expansion. So that's new cafes across Malaysia, a new head office, and a large chunk of it is also going to working capital, and the rest for marketing activities, expansion of its packaged food, and listing expenses. And they're not slowing down anytime soon. In fact, they've already got big plans. So further expansion, new cafes, 13 of them in Malaysia and 2 more in Singapore, all within the next 12 months. So it's really exciting for a brand that's only 4 years old and is already becoming a key player in the F&B industry.
I guess the excitement is also shared by the consumers who love the egg tarts, as you can see behind my back. Thank you so much, Faye, for the breakdown. And that was Faye Kwan explaining about the IPO and also the expected listing of Oriental Kopi at the ACE market tomorrow.